Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly Zodiac Tarot reading. This reading is for January the 1st to the 7th. It is the first week of the new calendar year. Happy 2024, guys. Before I get into your cards, I just want to share with you what I am initially picking up for you in regards to this year. So what I'm kind of feeling is you might be kind of separating yourself from the crowd. You may be separating yourself from kind of, I want to say, not following the crowd, but being inspired by other people, shutting yourself off a little bit from being inspired by other people or focusing on other people. And I really feel like you're going to be going really deep within. And I feel like you do this anyway, but what you're going to be doing is you're going to be uncovering, like for some of you, it's going to be really weird, like really weird, obscure gifts, talents, interests, certain creativity that is kind of not your usual sort of thing, not your average sort of thing, or not so commercial or like popular. It's going to be more niche, and you're going to bring like some weirdness, like, but I love it. I love this energy. It's like obscurity, weirdness, but creativeness, things that are interesting, that make people think, things that can change, not just like the world, you know, not like, oh, let's change the world, but change certain sectors, certain genres of things, certain areas, or certain categories and certain collectives. It's going to be very niche, but you will be able to add something to that, or to change a perspective about that, or shift some sort of dynamics, and so you will contribute towards the evolution of something, but also it's going to be like this form of self-expression. It's you getting into the real deep crevices of yourself and pulling things out of yourself that, for some of you, it's going to be things that you've never explored before. For some of you, it will be things that you've kind of felt within yourself, but you haven't shared, or you haven't explored, or, you know, you haven't pulled out of yourself yet. And it's going to set you apart. This is going to like set you apart from others, and it's going to set you apart from any version of yourself you've experienced before. And it's also going to help, like, you're going to spend some time on your own, like discovering or developing this, and then it's going to put you into a collective of people, like a niche that is really they're gonna sit with you so well. Like, you will be inspired by them, they'll be inspired by you, there'll be perfect alignment, because I feel like you're in this kind of, you are on your own in a way, even though you're around other people, that it's, things aren't completely locking in with others or fitting well with others. It's like you can appreciate other people, you enjoy your time with other people, but it's not, there's this kind of lack of inspiration or passion or thrill, or like fire. It's not locked in like that, like in regards to community, friends, you know, the people that you spend time with. But that will change, but it will be a process anyway, that you will go through to get to the point where you will connect with people, and then you'll have like this team. Do you know what I mean? You'll find the other pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, and you'll all come together and create the picture. I also feel for you guys, there could be a lot of dating in this coming year, but again, it's the same sort of story. I feel like you will meet people and you will appreciate them, and they will be nice, and they will be, you know, on paper, it will be like, oh yeah, this person is wonderful. But there is this, it's a passion thing. It's it's like a fuel. It's like a spiritual and soul thing for you. It's something that is not like, there's not enough fuel to light a fire in you. But as I say, you will go through this journey of connecting with certain things that really light a fire inside of you, inside yourself, your unique traits and gifts and abilities and ways of thinking and expressing and, you know, creating. And when you have done this and cemented this in with yourself, and it will be something so unique for you, And you will feel, and it won't be for any other reason. It won't be to make money, or it won't be, you know, for popularity or whatever, or because you think that would be a good thing to do. It will be literally what drives you. It will be something within you. It will be passion. It will feel like purpose, passion, fuel. It will fuel you regardless of anything else. And all of the other things will come, like the fortune will come, the recognition will come, all these things will come, but it will be passion and purpose that will drive you. And as I say, in regards to dating, same like the social circle. When you've gone through this process in yourself, that's when you will connect with somebody, and it will be like this fire that alights in you, and you will have a lot in common as well. You will have a lot in common, but you will have that component, that fuel, that fire, that could potentially be lacking with others. Or you may have a fuel and a fire with people, but certain things, like you're not fitting. Your two pieces of the jigsaw wouldn't fit together and create a picture that you feel would be right. There's certain components that are not working effectively at the moment. I think it's because you've got to go on this journey. Be aware of cars this year. Just pay attention to cars, because I feel like certain things in regards to cars, car transportation, you need to be cautious of. Not saying in regards to accidents, but maybe just like keep an eye on your car, take care of your car. Also, some of you guys, it's not necessarily like a weird, obscure thing. For some of you Scorpios it is, because you are kind of deeper and darker, and you know, that's a trait of you guys. It's a trait I love. But for some of you, you're gonna kind of, I see water sports. I see like surfing and stuff for some of you, like connecting with water, of which is like that element, you know what I mean? You're a water sign. So it's not necessarily connecting into deeper, darker sort of aspects of you, which is very Scorpionic. It's like diving into more of that water element, and spending time with water, or working with water, or doing certain things and being in water a lot. And I'd see kind of like water sports, or maybe being around water, or maybe some of you guys will be discovering certain things about water, or supporting water, or something. That's for some of you as well. So I'm getting these kind of, Scorpio is going to be diving into either like their big Scorpionic energy, or the water element this coming year. But you will really find yourself. You will really, really find parts of yourself that will make you feel so alive. Anyway, I've been going on now for like 8 minutes, so let's get into your cards. I have already pre-shuffled the deck. I'm going to do one more shuffle, but we'll see what's coming up for you for the week ahead. So the 1st to the 7th of January, what is coming up for you guys, Scorpio? So we've got the Hierophant, we have got the 7 of Pentacles. Are you bored, guys? Are you bored? We've got the Sun, we've got the King of Cups. We've got the Tower, Death. So even this for me looks like you're kind of manifesting a little bit. You're manifesting emotional fulfillment with masculine energy, but this is like an internal thing that will kind of play out in the physical. Because you're wanting more, I feel like, emotional fulfillment. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, you've got like the Tower, Death, and the Wheel of Fortune like in a row here next to each other. So there is a big change, and something is going to transform for the better. Then we've got the 7 of Swords. Then we've got the 5 of Cups. I think this is kind of talking a bit more about a choice than the Devil. What I would say to you, and the 10 of Swords and the Star, Right, guys, what I would say to you is there's going to be a kind of lesson this week about what you're choosing and why you're choosing it. Like, why are you choosing certain things? It could be people, relationships, or it could be certain things like... Okay, let me just get... This is a lesson. This is a lesson week. And I'm going to leave it at these cards that I've pulled. We've got the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This is a lesson week. This is going to help you to have some sort of realization and remove or help you to recognize certain choices that you make for superficial reasons or confusion, or because you think, because you certain judgments that you have or ways of thinking that you have that influences your choices for things, but it doesn't then satisfy or fulfill the heart. It doesn't bring emotional fulfillment. It just creates lessons. And there's certain things in regards to judgments and ideologies here, or too much restrictive thinking of what you should do, what you should choose, who you should choose, how things should be. There's a lot of discipline or sort of mental conditioning here, but it's not bringing you emotional fulfillment. I'm going to tell you what cards you've got now. You've got the Hierophant. You have got the Seven of Pentacles. You've got the Sun, the King of Cups. You've got the Tower, Death, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Devil, the Ten of Swords, the Star, the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Cups. And this could actually be involving a romantic person or somebody that you could be involved with romantically, but there's something not right, or there's something that you're not satisfied about them, or you think something that maybe it's something a way, not even that you're thinking of them, maybe it's something that you choose to do that doesn't feel satisfying or fulfilling in your heart, you know, like, but maybe you choose to do it. Like, maybe you choose to see somebody that isn't good for you, or maybe you choose to see somebody that you like, but they've got something else going on and they cannot fulfill you emotionally. And it could be like with that Devil, like a physical sort of attraction thing, like a sexual thing. But then there's, as I was saying, like certain components aren't right, and then it leaves you stressed out, or it leaves you emotionally unfulfilled, but then mentally kind of drained or mentally stressed of some sort. And there is a lesson here of the actions you do that are fueled, you're driven, the actions you do are driven by certain ideologies, certain desires, certain ways of thinking, but the thoughts, and that is because you're craving. That's because you're craving some sort of emotional fulfillment, but it's not giving you emotional fulfillment. So there's this kind of, there needs to be this kind of restructuring here, like a deprogramming and a reprogramming, to get your thoughts, your judgments, your ideologies in alignment with what truly feels good, what brings you emotional satisfaction and fulfillment, and not emotional pain, but emotional peace. And so then you take actions upon that. Because what I see here with this Hierophant, you're in like some sort of contract. There is some sort of journey, some sort of period of time that you've been in here, some sort of structure and dynamic that you've been in. It could be a connection, it could be a marriage, it could be a relationship, it could just be like a stage in your life. Do you know what I mean? It could be a period of time in your life. But there's certain things that there's a certain structure, game of life, situation, contract, connection that you've been in to learn lessons. and you're bored. With that Seven of Pentacles, you have been in this a long time. You're looking at it and you're just waiting. You're waiting for something to happen, or you're waiting for it to come to some sort of conclusion or to have some sort of result for you. And you're kind of longing here for more happiness and joy with the Sun. You're kind of longing to feel more energized, because I feel like you feel a bit flat. And you're wanting this energy, and you're wanting this King of Cups. It's like you're wanting you're wanting your masculine energy to receive emotional gratification, emotional satisfaction, emotional reward here for the actions and the due diligence that you put into your life, or that you give to a connection, or that the actions you take and the efforts that you put in to whatever it is this thing is. Or it could just be just living, you know. Life's hard. This game of life, God, man. But it's like you're wanting more emotional satisfaction from it. That's kind of what, and that is why you've been, you know, due diligence. I can't even pronounce it. That's why you've kind of been, you know, putting effort in and working hard, because you're wanting the reward. You're wanting better for yourself. You're wanting happiness. You're wanting energy. You're wanting joy. You're wanting fuel. And then something's going to come and happen, because you're wanting this and you're craving this. You're kind of manifesting something. So you're manifesting a tower moment. So a sudden change, something is kind of coming in. And if this is talking about a relationship, I do see the person that you associate with feeling emotionally good, or somebody that you feel kind of serves you emotionally. I see them coming in for you. I see them coming in and you connecting with them, probably sleeping with them. But then there's certain things and it's going to plummet you. It's going to stress you out. It's not going to make you feel how you're hoping it makes you feel, because there is a misalignment. Because what is going on for you is how you've experienced life, connections, relationships up to this point. It's no longer remote. That level is no longer enough. It's no longer emotionally satisfying. It's no longer bringing what it would have brought before. It's not satisfying you, because your consciousness and your awareness has developed as well. But you are still holding on. Here, I feel like it's something to do with like right brain, left brain. It's like your right brain is developed, but it needs to go over to your left brain a bit more to reprogram logic, how you make sense of certain things and habits and stuff like that. Like, it's like it needs to, there's still this process that's going on here, this higher learning process of reprogramming here, because I feel like it's like you fall back into what you know, but what you know is not bringing you any gratification anymore, because you were so beyond that. But you haven't, what's internal, okay, what is internal, you haven't brought that into the external too much, so you don't know how to physically create yet what you subconsciously are aware of. It will happen. That is a process that will happen, but at the minute that process is still ongoing, and part of this self-discovery that I feel like I'm picking up on is going to help you with that. But I feel like there's going to be this encounter with somebody that you have felt emotionally serves you, but then there's going to be this lesson that it doesn't, because of this shift and change that is ongoing with you. You will get to a point where you will feel emotional gratification. You will experience love, relationships, passion, on a much deeper scale, and your awareness that you have internally will also be programmed into like logic, practicalities, and conscious way of thinking in your everyday life. It will kind of come through, but there's this kind of thing of finding yourself first and applying it within yourself, applying things for yourself as a solo person and independently and individually. But then you will meet other people that will think the same as you, and they will be it's like you will all have the same, you'll be at the same level on all aspects, like, do you know what I mean, spiritually and on a soul level and mentally and emotionally and physically. At the minute you're still like in this cocooning transformation phase, going through the journey, going through the tunnel, and you haven't reached that point yet. So it's like this needing to focus on yourself. So anyway, the Tower moment comes in, which is going to bring in a transformation here, and there is a turn of events. See what this is. Okay, so it's the Moon. There's certain things, certain depths of you, certain desires, secrets, or hidden passion. Again, I'm getting passions here. Secret desires. And again, I feel like this could be involving somebody that maybe it's not wise to be involved with, or there's certain aspects about them that aren't necessarily good for you, and maybe they are going on their own different journey as well, and need to learn certain things, but they need to learn certain things that you've already learned. Do you know what I mean? Or that, and maybe that's why you need to connect as well, to maybe activate them. There's so many dynamics to this. Like, we could be here forever talking about all the different factors and dynamics of why you would engage with them. But we've got the World here. This is all major arcana. There's something big going on here. And it is to end something. It is to bring something to a conclusion. And it's, again, so the Tower of the Death, the Wheel of Fortune, clarified by the Moon, the World, and the Magician. It's certain things that you create and manifest for yourself that bring the Five of Pentacles, that bring feelings of lack or unfulfillment or emptiness, or, wounding, or, leave you in a place where you feel like this cannot progress, this cannot go anywhere. And then it is in regards to something you want, or a person that you want, someone you're attracted to, that you feel for, or something. This isn't a person, it's something that you're doing, an action or an activity that you do. It's something that you take action upon. And this is detrimental for you, because you're giving your energy and you're manifesting and creating certain things for yourself that then you feel, or you recognize, this isn't going to go anywhere. So you're not getting any reward or gratification for what you've manifested for yourself and what you've put your energy in, and what your masculine energy has directed its energy into creating for yourself. You're having a result, but then it's not fulfilling for you. It's not rewarding, of which is detrimental to your subconscious programming of the manifestation process. It puts you then on a low vibration. It's then like unconsciously like telling yourself, okay, well, what I'm doing and what I'm creating isn't producing me desired results. It isn't getting me what I would truly want. It's giving me something that I don't see a future in, of which is self-sabotaging. It's a hindrance here. So then we come to the Seven of Swords, and I feel like you're going to recognize this because of the Five of Cups, this emotional aspect. You will realize that what you are going and getting and desiring and putting your energy into obtaining for yourself isn't benefiting you. So then we come to the Devil here. There's this sort of bonding here. It could be in regards to creativity, sexuality here, your sacral chakra. And again, as I was saying before, I feel like in 2024, you're going to discover things about yourself, and it's creative. And even if it is, you're not part of the weird group, you're part of the, the surfers or the water group. Do you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't matter. It's still creating. It's still like you're going to put your energy, your physical energy, into something that you're going to be really good at. And you're going to feel in your element doing. And it's something solo. This is going to be a solo thing for you to start with. But then you will join with other people of like minds. But you will then start to reprogram yourself in regards to the energy that you put into something. You're going to get the reward that you want. And you'll be able to see this going somewhere. And it will help to change certain things. Because we've got the Ten of Swords, this connection that you have, and I feel like it is going to be played out. It's either played out with another person that you're attracted to, or that you've got a thing going on with, or it's played out, or that you're committed to. Or it is like a hobby or a business or something that you do. It's something you are putting your energy into and creating for yourself. But you will recognize that it's not good for you, and that it doesn't bring you anything beneficial, or that feels good, or that, you know, is motivating and inspirational for you. It plummets you. So then we've got the Star that comes in for the healing. So we've got some healing that comes in here with this Three of Swords, with your head and your heart here. The way your head, there's going to be some sort of transformation, some sort of readjustment here of to get your head to serve your heart more, to get them aligned, connected together. And united. And then this is a vital part, because then when you have these heart activations, and the heart activations isn't for external love, it's to fall in love with aspects of yourself, to discover parts of yourself that bring you emotional fulfillment, and that stimulate you mentally, and drive you mentally, and, you know, bring life to life. So that's kind of going to be the work that kind of is done here by the Star. And then we've got the Three of Wands. So you're kind of waiting for something to come in, because again, you're feeling this emotional lack. But as I say, the emotional lack here, and it could be that you're focusing this in regards to a relationship, an external relationship. You're desiring a partner because you're feeling some sort of emotional lack here. You're looking at what you've got, you're not satisfied, again, because you're going through a transition. So it's like this waiting game. That in itself, again, is like a bit sabotaging. What you need to do is just focus on yourself, because the emotional lack that you're feeling, that is this thing that's going to come alive inside of you, something independent, individual and personal for you. And that's what's actually going to bring in a union for you. So you're looking outside of yourself for something or someone to connect with, to fulfill you. But what is going on first? It's an internal thing where your internal feminine and masculine energy are going to be connected more, to work cohesively and harmonically together, to be able to communicate more and to serve each other. So you will gain this sort of inspiration, which will then be fed to your logic and your mentality, to bring in a plan of action of what to do, which then gets fed emotionally and it feels good, and then you take physical action. It's like your feminine aspects of you, your masculine aspects will be united, will be really harmonious, working together, connected, and aligned. So then your physical action that you take will serve you emotionally, which will help you mentally, which will, you know, connect with purpose and passion as well. So you'll be a whole package internally for yourself. And then when that's, you know, when that journey has happened, and again, that's going to take a bit of time, then you will reflect that into your external projection of life. And you will meet somebody else that will emulate that. They will reflect that back to you, and that will be your person that you will connect with. There is this big transformation, ascension, developments, upgrades that are going on with you internally, and it's not just a week thing, it's not a day thing, it's not a week thing, it's more of a bigger period of time, but it's going to bring in a whole new lease of life for you. and it will bring in so much more fulfillment, because if you try to just rush and connect with somebody now, you are not going to feel fulfilled. They will not be enough, because you need to just allow this process and not feel disheartened with it. Just kind of really explore it, be present, explore it all. And I think removing yourself from people is a good thing as well, because it helps you to just really go within and explore all these aspects of yourself. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, I've been going on and on and on for like half an hour now. But I hope that is helpful. This is really intricate, this reading. But I hope that's helpful for you. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I've got them on sale. And I'm actually uploading a crystal sale. The information is all in the description if anyone is interested in that. If not, Happy New Year, guys. Happy new calendar year. I hope it's a good one. It's that, for me, what I'm picking up for you, it's going to be profound, but it's going to really set you up beautifully in your life. So yeah, take care. Thank you.